Hi, good evening uh, to the sole participant of this webinar. I'm Dr. Nandini here, and thank you for attending this webinar. So, this webinar is a bit different from other webinars you would have attended. Uh, we are now mired with illness all around us, with the COVID pandemic going on, and we would like to move from illness to wellness, and how to go about doing it in this busy lifestyle that we have at this moment. How do we go towards wellness and prevent illness? So this webinar is going to give you a glimpse of how do we actually do it in this real life. So KLS Wellness Center is an institute which is set up for this particular aspect of our health, that is wellness. And I'm going to talk today about boosting our immunity, which now has become very, very important with the current pandemic and expected more pandemics. And anti-aging treatment, all of us wants to remain young, and so anti-aging is something which really perks our curiosity and imagination. And I'm not really going to touch too much about stem cell therapy, but that is something the parent concern of KLS Institute, Neurogen Brain and Spine Institute, does. So, going ahead. I am Dr. Nandini Gokulchandran, and I am one of the deputy directors of Neurogen Brain and Spine Institute as well as KLS Wellness Institute, both of them situated in Navi Mumbai. So, what is the concept of anti-aging and immune boosting, and why is it really required? So, the basis is to prevent the preventable and to delay the inevitable. So, diseases, disorders, various ailments are preventable. So, how do we prevent them? And death is inevitable, but how do we delay it? Is the basis or the premise on which today's webinar is going to go ahead. Why is this needed? Why do we really need immune boosting therapy, or why do we need to think about anti-aging? So we all work very hard. We've worked very hard throughout our lives for studying, and then coming to a stage where we are professionals working around the clock, sometimes without weekends. Doctors working during COVID, round the clock, 24/7, corporates working round the clock at different time zones, and thereby putting a lot of stress on oneself. So in today's life is full of stress. We keep on saying why this, why that, why the periods are delayed, and why am I feeling so tired, and why do I feel sleepy all the time, or why do I not feel sleepy at all, and why I'm not able to sleep, why my digestion is not good. And we say it's all because of stress. And stress seems to be the basis, the problem, the root cause of all our ailments these days. And the stress could be because of family issues, because of children, because of having elderlies in the house, your daily life, traveling, commuting, work, sleep problems, other illnesses like lifestyle disorders like diabetes and hypertension, and of course financial issues now more so than ever. So when all of these happen, all of these stresses, what does it do? It puts a pressure on your body, on your system, and it causes various symptoms. Right from headaches and migraines, and day in and day out we have headaches. Sometimes we don't understand what is the cause of it, what triggered it. Sometimes there is no trigger, it just happens. Subconscious stress is there. A lot of body aches and pains. We have neck pain, our sitting posture is not correct, or we sit for too long. We have joint pains. When we get up, there is stiffness. Of course, all of these sedentary lifestyle and binge eatings and not sleeping on time leads to diabetes and hypertension and a lot of indigestion. Everything related to the gut. You have gas, you have acidity, and you don't feel like eating, or what you're eating is not appropriate. And more or less, every alternate person has the problem of constipation, bowel movements not clearing, acidity, heartburn, very, very common, and we keep on popping in pills like pantoprazole and esomeprazole, and after some time these also stop working. weight problems. Yes, either you gain too much weight or you lose weight. So all of this, the root cause of course is stress of life leading to all these ailments. And on top of that came the COVID pandemic, and we are all aware of this pandemic. We know this pandemic has created havoc in our life, in every aspect of life. So, as an institute, Neurogen Brain and Spine Institute started working on COVID. Though we are primarily an institute focusing on neurological condition, the community needed our service, and so we went into the COVID pandemic as COVID warriors and COVID care health workers. We learned everything. We looked at holistic treatment for the patients who were admitted under us, and uh, so we know that what happened, and still happening, that at Maharashtra, Mumbai, everywhere there were thousands and thousands of patients who got admitted. We look at, I don't even know how to count these numbers. It's like 16 million cases with 33 lakh deaths, and it's devastating and mind-boggling. And so during this pandemic, at Neurogen Brain and Spine Institute, and also at KLS Wellness, we treated patients with COVID, and after that post-COVID rehabilitation. Based on this, we wrote books where we with our experience were able to tell what measures to take to keep healthy, to prevent the COVID infection, or if you're a COVID contact, what treatment to take, if you're a suspected COVID patient, what to take. And so all of this information we collated in a book, and we wrote book about the complications as well. All of these are freely downloadable. We looked at holistic treatment using ozone, or ozonized saline as we call it, which a little bit I'm going to talk about, and ozone as a treatment of COVID as well as prevention of COVID in healthcare workers. We published data on it, and so far we have been working on illnesses, and that's why today's topic is about going from illness to wellness. So illness in the brain, illness in of COVID. So during all of these times, as we were treating various patients, and even before that, we developed the concept of immune boosting and anti-aging, which becomes much more relevant now after the COVID pandemic. Everybody now accepts that there is a role of immune boosting in our life now. If our immunity is good, we will be able to counter any kind of viral attack. At this time it is COVID. In some other year it could be something else. So but what is the main thing that will help us is our immunity. We have seen individuals who are 20 and 30 years who consider themselves well and young also succumbing to COVID. So this topic now becomes very, very important in our life, the topic of anti-aging and immune boosting. And why do we need to really think, people must be thinking, oh, jitna जी लिया उतना अच्छा है, why do we need to really live till the age of 80 or 100? That's all right, you can live only till 60 and 30, but let's lead a healthy life. As I said, even at the age of 20, 30, we are prone to very severe COVID and any severe viral infection. So how can we make our body more favorable for, or more healthier, so that virus doesn't affect us as much? So this is an example of an individual who lived to the age of 122 years. So double the age what we normally see these days, and she lived a very, very active life. So if she can do it, how can we do it? So age is not just a number. Age is not just about growing to a certain year. Aging is also about problems right from hair to down, right from eye vision problems to sinusitis to gum issues, teeth falling, swallowing difficulty, tooth issues, brain, dementia, stroke, depression, skin problems, wrinkling down, and thyroid issues, and heart issues, and lung issues, and immunity weakens, diabetes, bone problems, osteoporosis, hip issues, kidney function, leaky gut. So all of these are also part of aging, and all of this does affect our quality of life. even as gender in male and female. In males, there's erectile dysfunction, hair loss, male pattern balding, prostate cancer, diminished libido, lower testosterone levels. In females, osteoporosis, menopausal, perimenopausal symptoms, breast cancer, hot flushes, menopause, uterine cancer. So many issues which come as a part of aging. So this is what we see as we grow old. As Deepak Chopra says at the end of this webinar, I will be showing that somebody who is 20 also looks like 40, and somebody who is 40 looks like a 25. How does it happen? What actually happens when aging happens at a cellular level? So this is a new a term that you're going to learn today, the telomere length. So this is at the cellular level. And why do you need to know? Because it's very interesting. And this is something which is in your hand right now to be able to change. Okay. So this is the DNA protein. Okay. The DNA helix, and these are the chromosomes. And what you are seeing at the end, the red part, is the telomere. The telomere is a marker of aging. And with age, this telomere becomes shorter and shorter. So when you were a small child, you were very tall. That means the telomere was very tall. And as you grew, the telomere became shorter and shorter. So shorter the telomere, that means older the cell. That means the cell is going to die. So as a part of growing, our cells age, our skin starts aging, it starts getting shed, the blood cells in our body also undergo senescence, or in scientific language we call it apoptosis or cell death. And in these cells the telomere is very short. So what does that mean? That if we want to live longer and healthier, this red part or the telomere needs to be longer. And that's where we are going to see how do we do that. So there are two studies which have worked on telomere and aging. One study which looked at lifestyle changes, okay, and one study which looked at advanced treatment like hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So Ornish et al. In 2013 in the US looked at how lifestyle changes can help reverse the aging. You are reversing the aging, okay. So what did this particular group do? They looked at 35 men for 5 years, okay. 10 of them were in intervention, 25 in the control group. So control group did nothing. Okay, so more men actually did nothing. So they did whatever they were doing. They were eating, sleeping, and doing exercise, not doing exercise, whatever they were doing till that particular time, they continued to do. But the intervention group was put on a proper diet, which would be like a good anti-aging diet, exercise, stress management, as well as support from the peers or social group. Good habits. So all good habits. And they did continue this good habit for 5 years. So can you do it? Can I do it? 5 years of good habits. If you can do it, let's see what the result could be. While the other 25 lazy men did nothing, no lifestyle changes. Okay. So what happened to the telomeres? Okay. The blue indicates the 10 ones who for 5 years changed their lifestyle, and you can see that telomere has grown tall. While those 25 people who didn't do any changes in their lifestyle, continued on, binge eating or having fun in life, their telomere shortened. Okay, so tall telomere indicates a good body reversing in age. But it took 5 years of discipline to achieve that. How many us have that kind of motivation and discipline in this life where we're running around and we say, oh, we don't have time to sleep or we don't have time to eat. So what is the other option for us? We do have an option. So Ornish et al. With good lifestyle showed that aging can be reversed with vegetarian diet, with exercise, with stress management and social support. And when I say vegetarian diet, people start laughing. Oh my God, you're going to eat salads. Okay, so what other option do we have? So here is a very, very recent study, which is much more modern because, again, I think we are all very lazy people and we like to lie down and relax, and that's what we do in hyperbaric oxygen therapy. So hyperbaric oxygen therapy is a new age therapy where oxygenation of the body is increased, and which has been seen to increase or make the telomere taller. Okay, let us see what this group did. So again, they took 35 healthy, independent living adults. And because they didn't have to do a lot of lifestyle changes, all 35 received 60 days of oxygen therapy. Okay. So you don't have to do anything. What do you have to do? Oxygen, sit nicely for 1 hour, sleep, go to sleep, we will see. So 60 days of oxygen therapy. And it was found that there was a 20% increase in the telomere length of the immune cells. Isn't that fantastic? 60 days of doing nothing but breathe 100% oxygen. That's all they did. Okay. In 2 months, as opposed to 5 years of discipline, in 2 months of hyperbaric oxygen, their telomere length increased by an average of 20%. Okay. So isn't that fabulous? Fantastic. You know, just it's like my mother used to say that for lazy people, you give them banana with the chilka, they will eat like that. So that's what it is. It is like a ready-made thing. Go into a chamber. So in conclusion, the study indicates that hyperbaric oxygen therapy may induce significant senolytic effects. So senescence is delayed. So olding effect, aging effect is reduced significantly, and there is an increase in the telomere length, and there is and reduced cell death. Okay, the dying cells, the cell do not die fast. So we have two options: 5 years of vegetarian diet, exercise, stress management, social support, versus 60 daily sessions of hyperbaric oxygen, both of them giving almost equal results. So I think it is a no-brainer, right? What do you want to do? So along with aging, anti-aging, we also need to look at how to boost our immunity. And we know, I don't really need to tell anymore or emphasize why immune boosting is important. And we know we've all been doing this lot of vitamins D, C, B, zinc, magnesium, selenium, vitamin B has been shown to have a very important role in immune functioning. And all of us without an exception, if you go today and check your blood, your vitamin D level will be low. Okay, because we don't go out in the sunlight anymore. We sit in AC, we drive in a car, and we don't really expose ourselves to sun, and our body, which is capable of making the vitamin D, doesn't get a chance. So we have to supplement it. And of course, inhalation of steam so that the virus doesn't get attached to our respiratory system. Sleep well, do yoga, pranayam. So all of this, okay, again, looks simple, but how many of us do it? But despite all of this, or despite or in spite of or without doing all of this, we are susceptible to infections and diseases, and that's why we need a proper systemic program to get good immunity in short time without too much of commitment from us. And that's where KLS Wellness Institute and Neurogen Annex, based in Sanpada, Navi Mumbai, brings to you a holistic approach of newer modern medicine along with traditional medicine, along with nutritional supplements, to give you good immunity boosting as well as anti-aging. So a combination of hyperbaric oxygen therapy, ozone therapy, nutritional supplements, cleansing of our colon, rehabilitation, infrared, cryotherapy, acupressure, yoga. So all of this, and we're going to see a little bit of all of that now. Okay, so hyperbaric oxygen. So I told you a big story about hyperbaric 60 sessions and how it can help to reduce your age by maybe 10 years in 60 days. Amazing, isn't it? Okay, so how does it happen? So this is one of the ways. So you can see a chamber here. This chamber is an elongated cylindrical chamber made up of glass, and so you lie in it. The door is closed and 100% medical oxygen is released into this chamber. Today, as of now, what we are breathing is normal air with 20% oxygen at 1 atmospheric pressure, right? In here, you get 100% medical oxygen. So already in this, but when we breathe 100% oxygen our body is able to take only a certain percentage of that. So we have to increase the pressure. So more pressure will pressurize more oxygen to go into our system or into our plasma. Okay, so even for children, we do it with neurological disorders. They go in with adults. And you can see here, they can play cartoon and watch it, and children love it. They feel as if they're going on a flight or a plane. Okay, so what exactly happens here? So this is normal breathing. Okay, this is our artery or blood vessel, and this is the red blood cell, the red part here, and you can see oxygen here. Okay, so inside the red blood cell is a carrier for oxygen. This is at normal atmospheric pressure, normal oxygen breath in or normal air. Now, when we give 100% oxygen at higher pressure, you can see along with the RBCs, the plasma, okay, this fluid in which the blood cells are suspended, this fluid also gets pressurized with a whole lot of oxygen. And oxygen, we know, is the pranavayu. Oxygen is what heals us. Oxygen heals our wound, it heals our body, it heals our mind. And that's why we do a lot of yoga pranayam. You feel better. And here it's a way of getting the oxygen in through a device. And so this is what happens actually, and every nook and corner of our body gets excess oxygen. And what are the benefits? It strengthens your immunity. More oxygenation stimulates oxygenation, improves metabolism, increases our energy level. You feel refreshed, reduces fatigue, and improves overall functioning of all organs. Okay, so several celebrities, take hyperbaric oxygen, and we'll see in which way. So if it's not limited to celebrities anymore, you and me, it is accessible to us also. So Justin Bieber, I think he must be getting good sound sleep only in this oxygen chamber, sleeping nicely. No phone, no book, you cannot take anything. All you can do is sleep there. So, a lot of peace, no disturbance. So this is a hard chamber, and you can see here the American basketball. This is a soft chamber. Okay, this you can looks like a sleeping bag. Is going into a sleeping bag, and the oxygen, 100% oxygen, which is given in this soft chamber, is generally not so pressurized. But okay, it will give some effect. And again, Novak, the Serbian tennis player, is sitting nicely like in a space capsule. So there are different forms of giving hyperbaric oxygen. This is a mono chamber, and there will be a multi-chamber also. So in one huge room, multiple people, multiple children can sit, and they can put a mask through which 100% oxygen can be given at high pressure. So these are different ways that hyperbaric oxygen works. So that was about hyperbaric oxygen. Now let's go to another form of oxygen therapy. So we are looking at a lot of oxygenation here. Our body needs a lot of oxygenation because of pollution and because of a whole lot of issue. We don't even breathe properly with the oxygen. Normal oxygen in the atmosphere itself doesn't go inside our lungs. So we are looking here at different ways that oxygen can be put in. Ozone, what is ozone? So ozone, we know oxygen is O2, so 2 molecules of oxygen here. And ozone is O3, so one more addition of O. So it becomes an activated oxygen or a super oxygen. So whatever effect oxygen can have, ozone has much more strength than O2. It can kill bacteria, viruses, fungus. So it's a very potent germicidal. It reduces swelling. So for arthritis, we can do a joint ozone. We can do a ozone bagging, so it reduces the swelling in the bones as well as in the joints. It reduces blood clot formation. Isn't that amazing? That's why we tried this in COVID patients, and none of the patients whom we treated with ozone deteriorated. Okay, so it helps to prevent the blood from clotting. Antioxidant. We have heard this word to death, I think. Antioxidants, vitamin E, cod, and cod liver oil, all of these antioxidants, right? Antioxidants basically help our cell to fight death. It helps the cell from degenerating. So antioxidant property of ozone is very, very effective. So basically 100% oxygen, our oxygen cylinder the O2 is converted to O3, and O3 and normal oxygen mix and then induced into our body. So it's an excellent antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, anticoagulant, germicidal, which I've already said. And again, how can we use ozone therapy, or how can we put it through different systems? Ozone can be administered through a sauna. What you're seeing here is a sauna, like you take a steam sauna, you can take a ozone sauna. You can sit here, your neck coming out, we will show you, and the whole body, it percolates through the skin. We don't breathe it, we percolates through the skin. So this is ozonator here. Ozone oxygen is connected here, and the ozone comes out through another pipe. Ozone can also be taken in as a ozone oil. So this is oil, and ozone go through it. The ozone fumes can be breathed in. So the lungs, the sinuses, everything opens up. So how does it work? It activates the antioxidant system, reduces cell damage by reducing oxidative damage, reduces inflammation or swelling in the brain and the body, improves oxygenation throughout the brain and body. It improves gut health. In children, we give as a rectal enema. So as a rectal ozone, just as we give enema, so it helps to clear the gut of all unwanted bacteria and fungi. And it has potent anticoagulant effect. So this is how BOTO, or breathing ozone through oil, is given. So this is oil and ozone, and it is breathed. Only the fumes are breathed through oxygen prong. This is ozone sauna. You can see me very happily taking the ozone sauna. I'm a complete ozone convert. I love taking ozone. I feel ozone has really helped me, fight COVID, or even getting COVID. I've worked in COVID, I've worked in non-COVID, and I've found that ozone has really helped me personally. So it can be given through intravenous as saline infused with ozone. It can be given through the nose as fumes which come through the oil. It can be given rectally. It can be taken as a sauna. So there are different ways of administering ozone. So what all does it do? We already see strengthens our immune system. It increases oxygenation, increases energy. It has anti-aging benefits. It reduces inflammation, detoxifies your body. It helps kill bacteria and viruses. It helps in fatty liver also. It can help reduce inflammation in the liver. It can help reduce inflammation in the joints. It can help hair, improve hair function. It can help your skin heal faster. So oxygenation is one part of improving our immunity. The other part is our gut. So very important, and this is being passed on to us through ages and ages, that gut, cleaning the gut is very important part of healing ourselves. So colon hydrotherapy is a very it's a very fancy machine. It is a very advanced machine which helps to clean up the gut, the large intestine. Okay, we generally, when we give enema, only a small part of the rectum is cleaned. Here the whole of the large intestine with pressurized water can be cleaned, and all the muck comes out. So before, you can see, this is our gut, and where all the food gets absorbed and it is full of muck. And I have done it myself. All these things which I'm telling you here, I have done it on myself. I've used this, and when you get the whole intestine clean, you can actually see the muck coming out, and you feel so fresh, you feel light. And once all the muck is out of our system, we can actually replenish the gut with positive things. You can eat a lot of yogurt and get it recolonized by good bacteria, which will help your digestion. It improves your metabolism, so that weight loss becomes very easy. So once all the unnecessary things go, good nutrients get absorbed better, faster, after we cleanse the gut. So principle is, you are what you eat, don't you? So what you eat, it either becomes gas, or it gets absorbed as nutrient. So a lot of diseases start in the gut. We have this gut-brain axis. A lot of children are put on various diets because it is believed that if the wrong thing gets absorbed and reaches the brain, it tends to affect the brain development. Even for us, having a good clean bowel is very important for concentrating, for being able to do our work, for being able to sleep well, to get up in the morning. Our GI tract needs to be good, and we all know that. So a clean gut leads to a better nutrition, better absorption of food, and stronger immunity. So we have this gut-brain axis, and it's important that we know our friends, and we know which friends we have put in our gut, not what has grown free of cost. So we can either do by the regular enema, but there are Ayurvedic bastis or enemas like neem and oil, which are really effective. And we have hydrocolon therapy at KLS Wellness, which really shows you can actually see all the muck coming out. So apart from, so here we are looking at detox and immune boosting, we are looking at oxygenation, we have looked at cleaning the gut. Now we're looking at detox using external therapies, hot as well as cold. So infrared sauna. So we all know sauna. We have most of us have experienced steam sauna. We love sitting in steam, but somewhere we know that too hot steam may scald our body. So instead, here we use infrared rays. So what are infrared rays? You know that visible light has a certain wavelength, and the infrared has a lower wavelength than visible light. And this lower wavelength penetrates much deeper than visible light, almost up to 4 centimeter into our skin, and helps to clean up or detoxify the skin deep organs. Okay, so so what happens, you sit in this chamber here and sit in there for half an hour to 40 minutes with a temperature set at about 45 to 50, slowly increases. You sweat, and in that sweat all the toxins come out, but you don't feel hot. You sweat but you don't feel hot, so it's a very comfortable situation. I have done it myself. It improves sleep. You feel so relaxed. It's like you getting a massage. Okay, sweating removes the toxins and promotes muscle relaxation, pain relief. It improves circulation. Apart from that, yes, massage or deep tissue mobilization really helps to detoxify as well as improve oxygenation and improve circulation of our body. We know this. It relieves tension, it helps to relieve the spasm, it helps to reduce the headache. And cryotherapy. So we looked at the steam or the sauna part or the infrared part, and now cool part. So this is a cryotherapy. Cryotherapy means at very high temperature, at liquid nitrogen temperature, your body is frozen for 2-3 minutes and then released. So this is the principle, is that at cold, very super cooled air at minus 180, there's a flash chilling of your body. In a cryo chamber, it works very well for neuromuscular pain. A lot of pains, people have joint pains. Sportsmen really benefit from this. They love this cryotherapy because it's just a 3-minute process. You don't really need to give half an hour or anything. So muscle pain, headaches, migraine, mood disorder, inflammatory disorders. So whoever can tolerate cold must try this. So there are a lot of celebrities who have tried this. Footballers try this. Will Smith seems to have tried a lot of things. The Undertaker. So apart from cryotherapy, vitamins, intravenous vitamins to sort of replenish the vitamin in our body faster. So we can take oral, but we can intravenous helps faster. So nutritional deficiency, we know, causes a whole lot of problems, and this is something all of us know. I don't really need to reiterate this. Vitamins are important, and all of this nutritional deficiency then also leads to weakened immunity. So our food needs to have all of these vitamins. Either you take it as food or as a supplement or intravenous micronutrient therapy. So this also helps to get rid of pain, fibromyalgia, respiratory infections. Vitamin C helps migraines, fatigue, heart issues, muscle spasms. So why KLS Wellness? You can see there's a whole repertoire of treatment when put together gives very beautiful systematic approach to your problem. So KLS Wellness Institute basically amalgamates or brings together a treatment which focuses on internal as well as external treatments. So internal detoxification treatment and external removing the existing problems. So from inside as well as from outside, you need to become stronger. Okay, that was about immune boosting and anti-aging. In addition, of course, we all want to look better and we want to look beautiful, and so we have weight management and medical cosmetology, which is a holistic approach. Again, we have infrared sauna, we have cryolipolysis, cool sculpting, and of course gut cleansing, which increases our immunity. Ozone sauna, deep heat. We can help in cosmetic way, removing scars, wrinkles, improving the pores. So strengthening your immunity from inside and also improving you from outside. Weight loss, holistic way, using machines as well as diet as well as exercise. And of course, we also are proficient in, or we are experts in regenerative medicine, mainly for the brain, but we are also looking, we treat bed sores and we also treat hair and skin. So, how do you avail these programs in your busy life? 1 week, 10 days, 15 days, you may not be able to give. So, let's start with like a day program, a Sunday or a Saturday you can give for your health once in a while. So, where you have a complete day of rest, it's like a medical spa within the city. You don't need to go out of the city, and you have all these treatment options within the city. Okay, and 1 day of in a very beautiful sweet little place which you will love to come to. And once you like that, then we can do a 2 day program. Like once you will feel rejuvenated, and then we can do a 2 day program, and then like a holiday, you can come for a week and stay with us. So these are different options that you can take on, because every day you may not be able to take out time. Take out 1 day or a weekend for yourself and just come and check it out. So we offer OPD basis treatment, we do daycare program, and we do inpatient care. So that through very simple home remedies, and as well as through very simple non-invasive, non-needling, okay, non-invasive daycare treatment, our immunity can be improved, our body can become stronger to combat any infection or illness. And through the similar ways, through simple changes in lifestyle and by improving oxygenation of our body, we can reverse our age. Okay, all of this is possible at KLS Wellness Institute in Sanpada. These are the contacts. Please feel free to contact us, as well as spread the information to your friends and family. This is not for one person, this is for the whole community. We want the community to become not only smart but healthy. So this is our mission before the next pandemic, that Navi Mumbai should become a healthy city. Okay, so that we do not have so many crises that we had this time. Thank you, and thank you for joining us.